Good morning, Mr. Zork.
Hello world! I'm your host Bunny and this is Awesomenauts. We are still recording, or we're still displaying the video from the beta. The game has now been released as of recording this. I have been playing a little bit and realized I have to unlock everything again. We are this time playing Derpl Zork. I don't know what to say about Derpl Zork really. He is a retard with a rich father that has industries that's paying for his pleasure of being part of the Awesomenauts. He is an avid cat hunter and he fights from his work desk, his mobile work desk. As you can see, we have a cat launcher that we directly invested in inverting the gravity of the cats, which is clearly the most important part of having a cat launcher, is being able to reverse the gravity. Makes perfect sense. So Derpl Zork he's very slow and very tanky. He can turn into a siege mode, which gives him a lot of more attack power, but totally stationary, and there's also a cooldown to even get out of siege mode, so you really don't want to do it too quickly. Or too quickly in two bad positions, I should say. Previously to a patch, which was released last week, I think, he was insanely overpowered, because in siege mode he can also shoot plasma balls, which had a, I think, something like 15-second cooldown, and would pretty much insta-kill anything but Clunk and other tanks, who would take a good portion of the damage. I think more than half of it or something like that. That's since been nerfed, and now after unlocking the actual ability of the plasma balls, he gains 1 plasma ball every minute, up to 5 plasma balls. A little shorter cooldown, I think, but they do a lot less damage as well. They are homing plasma balls at least, which makes them very, very good if you're not the best skill shot. Slow, however, so you need to catch enemies off guard or come from behind. I, however, have chosen not to go with grid traps and plasma balls. Grid traps and plasma balls are the same ability, but the siege mode is what differentiates them. So if you're in siege mode, you shoot plasma balls. If you're in mobile mode, you will be placing grid traps. Grid traps are little traps that hover exactly where you're standing when you put them out, and they'll stay there for quite a while actually. And if anyone steps into it, they will be locked down and rooted in place. They won't be stunned, they will be able to shoot, but they won't be able to move. This makes catching Leon the Chameleon, you know, the invisible cheese guy, a lot easier to catch him off guard, because he has, for some reason, Leons have a really, really high interest in stepping in those traps. I'm not sure why. And I should have gotten it as soon as I saw that Leon was here, but I didn't for whatever reason. But we're working with this. This time I'm actually not gonna bother with the siege mode too much, which is what most people playing Derpl will go for first, siege mode and grid traps, so they can get their plasma balls firing. Instead I'm going to go with the cat launcher, because it felt like a good idea. Also, I noticed when having the inverted gravity on the cats, you know, because everyone loves inverted gravity fields on cats, the cat launcher actually gets a lot of range from that, since the cats don't bounce on the ground, which they would normally. And when you upgrade range twice with that, this is, as you can see, currently I'm firing without any upgrades to range, and I still get pretty good range with it. It can be upgraded twice again, so you can gain nearly double this range, and possibly a little bit more than that even, which lets you stand about here at halfway to a turret and take it down. I did, however, make one little mistake in the fact that I don't have any damage upgrades to these little cats, so I'm relying on the attack speed and range of it instead. The reason I'm going with the cat is because it catches people off guard when Derpl Zork doesn't go in siege mode right away and start waiting for his plasma balls. And here we have the entire team trying to gank me, which wasn't very healthy. Thankfully they didn't choose to follow me. It's a rather even fight this time. We're gonna get some more range to our cats. And I'm not sure why this fight is so even really, because I'm doing a very, very unconventional thing and going with the cat launcher and not siege mode, which would have made this defense very easy because you just sit behind the turret in siege mode and the attack power you gain from it is well enough to wipe out most things that try to come close. So here we have cats with, is it 1 upgrade in range, I think? It's amazing, at least. It's insane how far these cats go when they don't have the bounce. We're gonna go back to pushing this turret. Because, and here's Leon. Might want to get away from him, because without grid traps, Leon can very easily take down Derpl, because Derpl doesn't have the front load damage he needs to be able to take it, and he has no health regeneration at all, actually. As you can see, the range is just insane with this inverse gravity fields. I could see him coming from a mile away when he stealthed and jumped over everything. Let's go back to base and get some attack speed. Oh, we have full upgrades to range at least, but this range is well enough to do anything you need to. And the first turret is down, so we might as well just start pushing towards the next one. Clunk is playing very, very defensively and not very good at biting, so I'm not gonna be too afraid of him until he tries to get close and explode, which he seems a little bit wary about using, so... And there comes Leon as usual with his tongue. And Froggy G crashes straight into that, and 2 of them just go pop. Actually, I think all of them went pop. Which means we should probably be pushing right now. I don't see any enemy on the map either, so... Let's start taking these down with my incredible range. I'm still just amazed at how long range Derpl got. And here comes Leon back. I think oh, they're all back actually. That is the bane and beauty of the very, very short cooldown when dying. We're trying to get away from Leon, which we don't. Should have invested in grid traps. Really should have. It's my own fault for not going that route. And we're on our way down again. We have enough money to buy stuff. Maybe we should be buying grid traps if there's nothing else I fancy in the second I see it and forget what I'm doing. Let's see. We can actually get more attack speed. Let's get more attack speed instead. Well done. And we can upgrade it attack speed once again. We're gonna wait for the movement speed so we can get away from Leon instead. And now we have pretty decent attack speed, I have to say, which kind of makes up for the damage that we should have had. I mean, we're not a Leon, but we are meant to be tanking, so that makes very much sense. It's also very weird to have a build that doesn't include actually using the abilities, but I don't know. It seems to be working quite well. As long as you have... This is very much a team build, I'd say. You can take down turrets, but you can't take down anything else. You need your entire team helping you out on that. Leon trying to be fancy, jumping around, being all... I don't know. Let's chase him down. Sounds good to me. That's Leon down. And that's Clunk down. And Lone Star. Can we get Lone Star? No, Lone Star gets away, so never mind him. That netted us some good money. Let's walk back. And that's the last enemy. And there's the final upgrade for attack speed. Now we're gonna start investing in abilities after this. But for now we are in fact a turret killer, if anything. And this is some decent attack speed for something that has the longest range in the game. And Leon coming back, trying to gank me again. Not doing too good of a job at that currently. Let's take out his little clone. And Clunk. I'm still searching for Leon because I don't want to be caught off guard. And I don't want Froggy G to be caught off guard, if anything. Okay, Leon went somewhere else, I guess. Didn't notice him. I wasn't paying too much attention on the minimap, which you tend to not do in this game because everything is so close by anyways. It's a bit weird still. It's taken me a lot of games to actually get over the standard LOL/MOBA Smite ideas of, you know, checking minimap at all times, not being bothered too much about fight, and instead caring more for what's going on around me. This game doesn't care about what's going on around you too much. We're waiting here in case Lone Star decided to jump down again and do something fancy with his dynamite. He didn't, so we were just wasting time. Here he is. Try to take him out to steal his health. And as I said, why would you do that? Well, he's dead at least. That's good enough for me, I suppose. A little bit confused why you would jump into a turret, but jump into a turret he did. We're showing a little bit of fear for Leon because we're alone and we don't want to be caught alone with Leon because there's no way out. And here we enjoy some harassing of the turret, and here comes Leon, speaking of which. I'm not sure where he is running to, but dead he is, thanks to Froggy G coming up from behind and splashing him in the face. Let's chase down Clunk if possible. Clunk is also down, and Lone Star is alone. Makes sense, I suppose. However, keep in mind, Lone Star is always a very fearful enemy to have when he's defending. His Hyperball is really annoying. Let's invest in health. Now I have enough health to withstand most things as well, but I still don't have crit traps. As I said, unconventional, not very good, but fun. Firing away cats is hilarious, especially if you have a cat, because you'll notice that it seems the developers have used an actual cat sound instead of the usual fake ones, because my cat goes crazy for this thing. As soon as it goes meow meow meow, my cat looks up and starts looking for cats, which he doesn't do to other games with cats in. This is how I distinguish the quality of cat sound if my cat cares. So we can, as you see, just stand here. There's Leon standing on the thing again as well. So we're doing 3 damage a shot, I noticed as well, but that is more than no damage a shot, and we actually hit from safety, which is the main purpose of this. I'm not sure if this is very viable to do anything with. Lone Star overextending way too much. But we continue here. It will draw the attention of everyone if nothing else, because there's nothing here, and for some reason the tower is being attacked constantly. And they get notified about this constantly as well, which is a little bit I enjoy, because they really feel they need to come and say hello. Leon trying to do something fancy again. Thankfully I can fly short distances, which he cannot. Leon trying again. I keep firing my kitties. It's also very, very strange to try to aim with this thing, as they go in an inverted arch and have even stranger ways of doing it when you fire downwards. Now we finally unlocked our grid traps, and we're gonna make them a little better so we keep people stuck in them for a little longer. This will change how we play quite drastically, actually, because we don't need to fear Leon too much. All we need to do is, in essence, just keep our front watched and keep an eye out what's going on with the grid trap, because it doesn't make much of a sound when it actually explodes. Let's go back to harassing this. And here comes Lone Star from behind, trying to be fancy. Thankfully right now I have so much health that I don't really care too much for what he tries to do. Leon from the back gets stuck in my grid trap, so we can go back and fire back at him. Stealths away, and oh, we have taken down this turret now. Let's start moving in then. Again, doing 3 damage to a drill as well. Not very useful, but the distance I get from it makes me feel very, very safe. Then again, we have Mr. Lone Star here, who is very, very keen on trying to get me down. Let's teleport back and invest some more money in... What are we gonna get? We're getting siege mode this time, which we have pretty much no use for, but now our plasma balls are starting to charge up, 1 per minute. And we're gonna enjoy those if we can get 1 or 2 away at least. I just realized that our entire team died, and I should probably not go in alone. Stealing the health in case Leon is here. He will need the health more than me. Back to base. Here's siege mode, which gives us that little ball that currently does 40 damage. Not much to talk about really. Leon trying to do fancy things. Grid trap is out, which makes him run away pretty quickly. Here is Leon. We managed to chase him down. He's trying to get his health back up. Sadly, he is so much faster than me that there's no way I can actually get him down. We're putting our little grid trap out. Clunk gets stuck in it and can't explode on us. Also a very useful thing for it, that it keeps Clunk at bay. We go back into siege mode. We fire off a little plasma ball. It's probably too far away to hit anything, which it clearly was. The range is very, very short on this thing as well. And here is Leon again, stuck in a grid trap, and I should have run. I really, really should have run. But as a tank, you're prone to overextending. Let's go back to getting health. Leon is here, getting health, which isn't for our benefit in any way. We fly up instead, trying to get rid of him. He's stuck in a grid trap. Let's run. Another grid trap. He gets stuck in that grid trap as well. And for some reason I decide to now start hitting him. This is always a bad idea, especially as I know he has a tongue ability that I should be watching out for. Let's go back to base. We go more snare trap duration. Go back looking for Leon. Only his clone is to be found. Well, if no one's gonna be here, we might as well go push for the drill again. Here's Clunk. Low on health, trying to explode. Not the best idea. We have Lone Star keeping us at bay here. Let's place a grid trap. Leon is stuck in grid traps again. Pulls me back with his tongue. I go into siege mode for whatever reason and explode. A plasma bomb, realizing that it doesn't do enough damage to be useful. And dead we are. We are... Let's see... Yeah... For being a very nerfed Derpl Zork, it's not too bad. I haven't quite figured out how to play him since the nerf, because his plasma ball was pretty much all he had going for him. But he's fun to play. He's not good, he's just fun. I'm not sure how that works out. And I'm sure there are people who will disagree with me and be yelling at me for saying that I don't think he's very good, but... Let's see, what do we get? We get nothing for now. We wait until we can get more damage for the bomb. Let's pick up some more monies. And... Let's get back to that later. And I'm sure some frantic people will be disagreeing that Derpl Zork is still very valid and very good, but he's not very good for me. I'll leave it at that. We have Lone Star trying to get away. I mistakenly walk into that thing instead. Lone Star is now on the run, and he is dead. Too many cooldowns, too little time. This is probably why I like this build for Derpl Zork. While it isn't the greatest, it doesn't rely on cooldowns at all, which makes him very easy to play. And if someone wastes their cooldown too much, which people are prone to doing, especially Lone Star, who loves throwing out hyperballs everywhere, you might catch them off guard like that. And here we have Clunk at low health. For whatever reason he decides to come running. Closing in. Let's just put him in a grid trap. Here comes Lone Star pushing him back again. I'm not sure what he's doing because I'm hitting him and actually damaging him, and he's getting very, very low on health now, and now he's dead. Go, go, Froggy G. I don't know what to say. Let's try to ignore the bots instead for a little bit and continue working on this turret. It takes forever, but it's safe to do. And here comes Lone Star with his explodable. Froggy G coming to help me out. Ow, Dynamite's hurt. Let's go back to base before Leon comes running. Explosion size or nuke damage? We go for nuke damage and explosion size. Should make our nukes a little bit better. Still, they should have probably been upgraded the first thing at all if you were gonna go for a build with the plasma ball slash nukes. And here comes Lone Star, and here's our plasma ball. I didn't hit anything with it. Froggy G is apparently very keen on killing everything. And Lone Star being caught off guard again. Me doing a very stupid thing and jumping up. And there comes Lone Star on the other direction. He is having a good day today. Let's see if we can go get the drill instead and ignore everything and finish this game quite quickly when they're busy. It's gonna take a while, but I'm gonna do it. And here comes Leon. Leon stuck in a grid trap. I try to fly away. Another grid trap out. Let's start going this way. Where are our enemies? I don't see them on the minimap at all. Oh, there's one. I know Leon is on my tail, so might as well just keep walking until I'm here. And apparently our bots are now in their base, together with Lone Star, I think, who's jumping around the drill. He might be able to do this himself, but let's run and try to help him if possible. To say there's a long walk, and Lone Star manages to take care of that himself. Well done, Lone Star. And that's it. I'll see you later.